Actors and actor enthusiasts, I'm Melissa Henderson and you're behind the scenes of on-screen acting. You're an actor. You've done some theater, taken some classes, bought a ring light, have a camera. You've watched a few self-tape videos, you may have even sent a few. And you might be thinking, I already know how to submit a self-tape, or I can at least get one done with my phone. Sure you do, and you can. But first, a little perspective. Self-tapes and live Zooms are the industry's standard for film and TV auditions and callbacks. So, if you see yourself acting professionally, self-tapes are about to be your life. This industry is competitive and any advantage is worth exploring, so please, get used to the idea that actors can always stand to improve your self-tapes. Speaking about competitive advantage, and what makes the best self-tape is only meant to amplify the space you've already been given to tell the stories you were created to tell. So trust your gifts and lean right on into this technical work. Now that we have perspective, let's jump in. Aside from your performance, actors' self-tapes are a blend of thoughtful lighting, clear audio, and a well-framed shot. Three-point lighting is the basic principle you need for self-tapes. This technique involves 3 light sources: a key light, a fill light, and a backlight. So the main light, or the key light, this light has the greatest impact on your shot. Place this light above you, the subject, and close to you on one side until you see a shadow between your nose and mouth. The fill light. Place this light on the opposite side of the key light next to your camera and tripod. This light should also be above you and be about 50% dimmer than the key light. Its primary function is to get rid of the shadows and illuminate your face. A word of caution for anyone planning to use a ring light for your key light. If you place a ring light at your eye line, it will place rings in your eyes. And if you wear glasses, forget it. It's not a good look. If you're going to use a ring light, make sure you extend the tripod high enough to avoid any rings or glares in weird places, like rings on your nose, rings in your eyes. A distraction like that may make you memorable to casting in a way that won't help you get the job. Last, we have the backlight or the hair light. This light separates you from the background. Place this light behind you about parallel with the key light and point that light toward your shoulder in the direction of the camera. Let's say you're not in a studio. You're traveling without your ring light and you get an audition request that's due before you return. How can you apply these basic 3-point lighting principles? If you're in a hotel room, apartment, or dorm room, the same principle applies. Try using a window during daylight as your key light, a floor lamp for your fill light, and a wall sconce or a small LED for your backlight. You can even use the flashlight on your phone for the backlight. Okay, so here I'm inside a building, but I'm not in a studio. So my key light is this window right here, my main light source, and then my fill light are the dimmed ceiling fluorescent lights in the room, and my backlight is coming from another window behind me. Now that we've got lighting on lock, let's talk about framing. Most audition requests will have instructions on framing. If they don't, I'd stick with the most common framing casting requests for self-tapes: a medium shot, so above the waist, or a close-up shot, above the chest and shoulders. Now that you're lit and well framed, we need to talk about audio. This is one of the most overlooked elements with self-tapes. If they can't hear you, they won't cast you. So stay with me. Great audio is achieved with a high-quality microphone and the right environment for sound. If you have a great microphone, but the environment is terrible for sound, a great microphone won't really help. So you can mount a Rode microphone or a Sennheiser shotgun microphone onto the top of a camera, place a Blue or a Shure USB microphone on a table in front of you, or connect a wireless DJI or Rode lavalier to your phone. Your environment should be enclosed and relatively unpopulated. Avoid jewelry, page turns, fountains, air conditioning, cars, trucks, motorcycles, vaulted ceilings, coffee makers, etc. You may be thinking, Melissa, this is a lot to think about, like I'd rather not. TV and film are visual media. The increased effort will pay off. So don't look back and make it easy on yourself. Now you're ready to audition. Maybe. There are a few self-tape challenges no one talks about. My friend Viviana is going to tell us about one.
Right now, there is a lot of self-tapes going on. It's when you record the audition in your home and you need somebody to be the other person to read the lines for you. And you will get a lot of those as your career moves forward. And you're gonna need people who are going to be available and volunteer their time to read those lines with you.
Number one, you need a reader. When you don't have one, you can hire one on Fiverr, Upwork, or We Audition. If you're in a bind, you can record the audio of the opposite lines, leaving space for your lines. It's not perfect, but if you get the timing right, it can work. Just make sure that the recorded audio is lower volume than yours. In your slate, typically at the end, most audition requests ask you to zoom out from a medium close-up shot. So if you're shooting on your phone or on a video camera, you may need a camera person. When you don't have that, you can purchase a wireless remote zoom camera that's controlled by you. If you're filming in a large space, another option is to adjust your distance until you get a full body shot. It's true that it is called a self-tape, and we've just mentioned some things that are challenging to do by yourself. Irony is the spice of life, friends. So, to wrap this up, no matter your environment, set up a main light or a key light, a fill light, and a backlight. Consider the sound in your environment and how that might impact or enhance your audition. Plan the framing of your shot. Think about the requested shots for your slate and get a reader. Don't leave these controllable elements as afterthoughts. These could be your competitive advantage. Out there in the world, no one will tell you your lighting is bad. They will simply not cast you. No one is going to mentor you into closing that gap. That's not your agent's job. Good lighting, audio, and framing is your job as a performer. For on-screen acting, it is equally important as preparing for an audition with the right warm-up. I love you all. For more videos like this, hit subscribe or visit the blog at actorchatter.com and get ready for tomorrow's role today.